Hi, I want to talk about the common writing errors I see before you submit your final assignment. Um, APA writing style uses a comma after the last entry before the word and in a series, so it's grammatically correct to not do that, but APA prefers the comma there. And I'll show you how to get some editing help with that here in a minute. Also, at this level of writing, the APA recommends 2 spaces between sentences. When you are quoting, uh, besides quotation marks, you provide an in-text citation that should have the author's last name, the year, and then you include the page number. If there is no page number, then the paragraph number is used. On page 62 of the APA publication manual, it lists the format for all the headings. But level 1 headings use upper and lower case lettering, and you only capitalize the first letter of each word, and it is placed in bold. Also, APA 6th edition now requires, in the reference section, the city and the 2-letter abbreviation for state. For all publisher locations. You only capitalize the first word, proper nouns, and the first word following a colon in a book title, and you place the book title in italics. Same thing for an article title, only it's not in italics. Also, APA writing style uses a jagged right margin, so you want to make sure you have the right align margin function turned off. The way APA uses numbers is 10 and higher is for numbers, 9 and lower you spell out. The exception is representing units of times. So like 3 days would be the number 3 and days because that's a unit of time. Of course, you should indent first sentence of a new paragraph. You use the word and in your narrative text. Use the ampersand in citations and references. I see a lot of confusion with that. Also, this in-text citation should be part of the sentence. So you do not want to have a punctuation at the end of the quote or the sentence and then an in-text citation. The exception to that rule is block quote format. And that use block quote format for quotes of 40 words or more. Place any, really as this says, this one's period and the next one's comma, but place all punctuation inside of quotation marks, and I'll show you how to get some help with that here. Of course, use double spacing between sentences. Covered that one. The word internet is considered a proper noun, so you want to capitalize that. Capitalize each word in a level 1, level 2 heading. Use double quotation marks. In APA, single quotation marks are used to show quoted content within a quote. So use double quotation marks. Sometimes people want to emphasize a word. You can emphasize it with double quotation marks or italics. Also, APA is now calling for either a DOI or a retrieval statement with the URL for the database homepage for a journal article. And this is journal articles only, so there's no numbers provided for books. Include the page number and the citation when quoting. I think I had that. I just covered this one. Covered that one. And you want to, I'm going to show you a way to help with the spacing between sentences because that's hard to monitor. And journal titles and the volume numbers are both placed in italics. All right, here's a trick you can do that's really helpful in editing. What I'm doing here, you can't see this because it's off the screen, but I'm going to click on Tools, and bring up the spelling and grammar check. And here it is. Okay, let me pull it over here. Now, in order to do this, by the way, you have to have a file open with some content on it. So if you don't have one, just open a blank and type in 4 or 5 letters and it'll work. Next, come down to Options and click on Options. And you don't really need to worry so much about this stuff, but what I want to do is I put Writing Styles Custom, and then I'm going to click on Settings, and you can come through here and check what you want Microsoft to help you with. I check most of them here. I have capitalization, common words, hyphenated, misused words, negations. Let's see what else. Past sentences you do not want at this. Possessives and plurals, punctuation, relative clauses, sentence structure, subject-verb agreement. You can see I'm pretty much checking them all. Yeah, use of first person. You don't want that either. Now here's one that most people aren't aware of. Comma required before the last item. Well, this is APA format, so click Always. Punctuation required with quotes, click Inside. And spaces required between sentences, click 2. Alright, then you can click OK. Click OK here. And now this spell and grammar check will highlight that for me, and it'll help me catch those little errors that are hard to see. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that out, and these are the most common errors I see. I'll post a version of this along with this file. Thanks.